Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity Show. This is the place where busy leaders and those who aspire to leadership come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to create more success in their leadership journey with less sacrifice in their life. And today we are talking about the mindset of authentic leadership. You showing up as your highest and best self in your leadership journey. So stay tuned. Well, today we are talking about the mindset of authentic leadership and why this is your competitive advantage as you approach your leadership journey. Whether you're an emerging leader or an established leader, leadership is not just about a title. It is not a destination. It is not a position. It is a mindset, and it is a mindset that you embody. It is a way of being that sets great leaders apart from the rest. So consider today's business landscape. Everything is changing. Authentic leadership is a way that you can develop powerfully. It's a powerful characteristic that drives your leadership success, but it also, the reason it's so powerful is that it fosters trust with the people that you work with. It creates loyalty within your teams and your organization, and it builds a culture of connection in an organization. And where we're at in our society today, connection is something that is severely missing. As a matter of fact, I refer to it as the great disconnect. So what is the mindset of authentic leadership? Well, that's a really great question. So we're going to dive into that next. So the mindset of authentic leadership is a way of thinking and behaving that emphasizes your genuineness, who you are, transparently. It is you showing up as you, aligned with who you are, your core values and your career and leadership values. It is rooted in that genuineness or your willingness to be sincere. So who it is who you are, and you're not trying to be someone else. It comes through in your interactions. It comes through in your communication, and mostly it comes through in your relationships. So it is you being you instead of pretending to be someone that you're not because you think that's who you need to be in order to get to where you want to go. Did you follow me on that? It was really confusing, and it's a confusing mindset. So the authenticity mindset is your way to be transparent and open, to be honest in your communication and decision making, that you have the ability as a leader to share relevant information with your coworkers and your colleagues and your teams instead of playing it close to the vest and keeping it to yourself. When you lead with authenticity, when you have that mindset, you have an opportunity to inspire your teams that they can achieve the same thing, that they can see and reach for and realize their own potential too, all while moving forward as a department or as an organization. So leaders with an authentic mindset, they aren't afraid to show vulnerability. They admit their mistakes, and making them and sharing that makes them more relatable and approachable to people in their organization, people who can help them in their leadership journey. It gives them a certain quality that they become more visible. Authentic leaders lead with more empathy. They listen, not passively, actively with their teams. When people are bringing up their concerns, they step in and they provide support when needed. So when you think of yourself being authentic, what I say is that is you without the labels. We tend to put a lot of labels on things, and we invest our energy or identity into those labels. And people connect with people. They don't connect with an identity or with a label. And so by you showing up authentically, you have an opportunity to be real, to be open, to have real open communication, to create an environment where people feel like they belong, where employees that you work with and work for you feel valued because they're seen and they're heard. They feel motivated to be there for those very same reasons. And then they are also empowered to contribute their best because you're contributing your best. So it's also important to remember that authenticity in leadership evolves. It is not stayed. It is not a snapshot or a freeze frame. And it evolves through self-discovery. It evolves through experience. If you are in leadership, then you are moving forward. You are looking to achieve something or accomplish something. And as you go in that direction, things are going to happen. Things are going to come up. It's not always going to be rainbows and unicorns. And those obstacles and challenges and setbacks are a way that you evolve authentically, because each one of those uncovers something more about who it is that you really are. So as you face these challenges and opportunities, you learn more about yourself and what truly matters to you. I mean, think about a time where something really challenging has happened in your life, and all of a sudden the things that you thought were important just were so visibly apparent. They're not important anymore. Your priorities shifted. And so that's what happens in your leadership and in your life. Discovering what truly matters to you is how you tap into that authentic mindset. And the only way you can do that is by reflecting on that, allowing yourself the time, the silence, the stillness to discover that, to uncover what you believe in, what you stand for, what your core values are, what your beliefs are, because all of these shape and inform your authentic leadership style. So what are some tips that you can do to be more authentic, to develop that authentic mindset? Well, this is a journey. It's not a one and done. It's not a box that you check. And it's a journey of continuous growth and self-discovery, because it's not just what you do, it's how you think about it too. So when we consider practical tips to do this, one great way is to reflect on your career, your leadership values. And our values are how we know right from wrong. What is a fit for us? What isn't a fit for us? What we believe in, what we don't believe in, what we stand for, what we stand against. Those are our values, and they are created through our experiences and our memories and our beliefs. So when you consider your values as a leader, taking some time to identify those, come up with 1 or 2 word answers that might fit your beliefs about who it is that you are and want to be aspiring as a leader. And make sure that you keep those in mind as you communicate and make decisions. Tip number 2, seek feedback. Who you are is not who you're going to be tomorrow when you embrace and seek feedback. Feedback is a gift. It is literally information that you don't know that can make you better. So in some respects, we don't know what we don't know. Feedback is how we get a clue, and then we can incorporate information and use it to move forward. So seeking feedback is the second tip. The third tip to develop an authentic mindset is really tap into and connect with other people. Build those relationships with the people that you work with or that work for you. And find opportunities in these relationships to practice empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of someone else, someone on your team, someone in your life or in your community, and try to understand their experiences and emotions, how they got there. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with it. It doesn't mean that that's your belief. But what it does mean is that you can connect with them where they are coming from. And that empathy really allows you to authentically connect with others and build that trust and build strong, meaningful relationships with your colleagues, your team, and in people who are important to you in your life. Tip number 4, stay true to yourself. Authentic leadership requires you staying true to who you are, how you communicate, how you put yourself out there, how you deal with challenges, how you deal with celebrations, that who you are when you walk out the door is who you are when you walk in the next door. And being genuine and consistent with that. Number 5 is to embrace your vulnerability. Don't be afraid to show vulnerability. People can't connect with something that's perfect. And that was a valuable lesson I learned as a keynote speaker, that you can't show up on stage and be perfect, have it all figured out, because people can't connect with that. They want to know that you have messed up, that you have been through some hard things, that you have gotten through it, because that makes you real as a person. And people want to connect with other people. So acknowledge your mistakes. Be prepared to share stories of how you moved through things, or even how you struggled with things, because this humanizes you as a leader. And it helps you to build a culture of openness and connection within your organization. So just keep in mind, authentic leadership, and especially the mindset of authentic leadership, it's not a buzzword. It's not just an in thing. It is a belief. It is something that you embody as a leader, and it doesn't go away. No matter where you are on your leadership journey, it is there with you, because it is constantly coming along with you. And this is one of the ways that you effectively lead in today's modern world. So as you embrace the mindset of authentic leadership, I hope that you find that it enhances your experience of your leadership and how you serve others. But I also hope that you find that this also is unique for you, because nobody else is you, and that it will set you apart in your organization, that it will give you greater visibility as you evolve in your leadership journey, whether that's your organization or in your industry. So I encourage you, take the first step. Pick one of these tips and start developing the authentic mindset of your own leadership. Unlock your competitive leadership advantage. You'll be so happy that you did. And I'm Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity. And until the next time, here is wishing you all of the clarity and authenticity that you deserve. You take care, be good to yourself, and have a really great day. Bye-bye for now.